This story begins with a diver who thought he'd seen everything the ocean had to offer, until he went deeper than ever before. At nearly 200 feet down, the water turned darker, colder, silent. But that silence didn't last long. As he moved his flashlight across a massive rock formation, something shifted behind it. At first, he thought it was just a shadow, but then it moved again, slowly, carefully, like it was watching him. The diver froze, and from behind the rock, a humanoid creature stepped out. Its skin was pale, almost silver. 2 human-like hands, 2 human-like feet. But at the bottom of those feet were fins, like a fish, built for powerful swimming. Long hair drifted around its head like seaweed, floating in the current. Its eyes were large, reflecting his light back at him. Then it happened. The creature screamed, a sharp, echoing cry that vibrated through the water. The diver expected an attack, but it didn't move forward. It just stared as if trying to understand him. He slowly raised his camera, and instead of reacting with aggression, the creature backed away, turned, and vanished into the deeper blackness of the ocean, as if something even bigger was calling it back. The diver shot to the surface, shaken, breathless, but with footage he never expected to capture. But here's the real question. If this creature didn't attack, then what was it running from in the deeper part of the ocean? Because in our next clip, something else appears, and this one does not run. In the deep waters of Thailand, a diver thought he had spotted just another giant fish. But what happened next shocked the entire ocean community. The diver pointed at the massive brown creature drifting slowly near the coral. At first, it looked harmless. No sharp teeth, no aggressive movements, just a giant, calm fish floating like it didn't have a care in the world. He called his friend over and said, "Record this. I'm going closer." The second diver lifted the camera, and that's when everything went wrong. As soon as the first diver approached, the giant fish suddenly shifted. Its entire body expanded, like it was inhaling the whole ocean around it. And before anyone understood what was happening, the creature opened its enormous mouth, wider than any normal fish should be able to. In one horrifying second, it swallowed the diver whole. No warning, no struggle, just one massive gulp, and he vanished into the darkness. Imagine this. You're out on a quiet fishing boat, miles away from any coastline. The sky is gray, the waves are restless, and standing right there on the deck is a man in a yellow rain jacket, white waterproof overalls, and thick gloves, holding something no fisherman ever expects to touch. At first glance, it looks like a normal catch, but then it screams. The creature in his hands has a long, scaled body covered in bright, unnatural patterns, like something pulled straight out of a myth. Its tail thrashes violently, splashing water everywhere, and its mouth opens wide, like it's trying to warn him, or warn the entire boat. What's even weirder, the fisherman isn't panicking. He's focused, almost like he's seen something like this before. But the creature? It's fighting, twisting, screaming, trying to slip free. And the more it moves, the louder that sound becomes. No one on that boat knew if it was in pain, afraid, or calling something from the depths. And here's the strangest part. The camera shakes, the boat crew starts yelling, and the creature suddenly stops moving, like it senses something huge approaching from beneath the water. What happens next is even more terrifying. Have you ever seen something so strange, so unreal, that your brain refuses to believe it's happening right in front of you? Well, that's exactly what happened in this footage. In the middle of a normal fishing trip, a group of fishermen suddenly pulled up something the world had never seen before. At first, they thought it was just a heavy net, maybe a shark, maybe a giant fish. But when the creature rose from the water, everyone froze. This thing wasn't a shark. It wasn't a fish. It wasn't anything in our known ocean records. The creature was pitch black, its skin smooth and shiny like oil. It was massive, over 6 feet long, but strangely thin. Almost too thin for something so powerful. And then it opened its mouth. Rows of huge, wide, bone-white teeth glowed under the sunlight. And for a moment, the entire crew jumped back, except one fisherman who kept recording. whispering, "What is that?" But here's the strangest part of all. The creature didn't attack, it didn't scream, it didn't thrash around. It just stared at them quietly, almost like it was studying them, not the other way around. And the fishermen? They weren't even scared anymore. They were standing right beside it, filming it, like they somehow trusted it. Or maybe it wanted to be seen. This clip has now shocked millions online, and experts still can't agree on what this creature is. But here's the real question. If this is the first time we've ever seen something like this, what else is hiding just below the surface? And if I told you, the next clip might show something even more terrifying. A creature not just caught, but caught trying to climb onto a boat? You won't believe what happens next. On an unknown beach, in broad daylight, a man captured something he wishes he could unsee. He was simply walking along the shore, recording the calm waves, when something caught his eye. A shape, slow, almost human, lying right where the water met the sand. When he zoomed in, the confusion turned into fear. The creature had long, dripping blue hair, covering most of its face. Its back was completely visible, smooth, scaled, and shimmering like wet sapphire. And then he noticed the lower half. Not legs, not a fish, but something terrifyingly in between. A giant blue tail curling slowly like it was breathing. The creature wasn't aggressive, it wasn't running. It was just lying there, like it was injured or waiting. The man whispered, "Is that a mermaid?" But the moment he stepped closer, before he could react, a wave crashed over the creature, and in a blink, it vanished back into the deep, leaving only wet sand where it once was. So now the real question is, was this mermaid warning us or watching us? Because in the next clip, things get even darker. Where a mermaid didn't hide, it attacked. This happened in a small village in Thailand, and the man who recorded it still says he can't forget what he saw. He was simply walking toward the fields early in the morning when he heard water splashing, soft, slow, almost like someone gently swimming. At first, he thought it was just a woman bathing in the lake, so he quietly pulled out his phone and started recording, not wanting to disturb her. But when he zoomed in, his heart nearly stopped. Because what he saw wasn't a woman at all. Just beneath the surface, moving gracefully like it belonged there, was a creature with a long black and brown tail, shimmering in the sunlight. Its skin was pale, its movements calm, slow, almost elegant. It wasn't hiding, it wasn't attacking, it was simply swimming, as if the lake was its home. The man froze, half terrified, half mesmerized, because in that moment, one truth hit him. This wasn't a fish. It wasn't a human. It looked exactly like a real mermaid. And what's even stranger is how peaceful it looked, almost like it was guarding something beneath the water. But here's the real question. If mermaids truly hide in lakes like this, then what else is living just below the surface that we still haven't discovered? Because in the next clip, another fisherman claims he saw the same creature, but this time, it wasn't swimming calmly. It was watching him. Do you want to see that footage? Now, I'm about to show you every underwater encounter divers have recorded. And before you say it's AI, just remember this. Over 90% of our ocean is still unexplored. We have no idea what could be living in the darkness below, and these creatures might be more mysterious than anything we've imagined. And if you want to learn what could be hiding in the Mariana Trench, I've dropped that video in the description. Don't miss it.